was asked to talk about what type of business expenses are deductible. So a quick answer is as long as the business expenses are considered as ordinary and necessary, they are deductible. Under Code Section 162, tax deduction allow for ordinary and necessary expenses. So what is considered ordinary? Ordinary means it's commonly used and is accepted. Necessary means it's helpful and appropriate to your business. Expenditure must be because of profit motivated activity, meaning that you spend the money, you pay for certain things. It's for you to make profit in your business. So that must be profit motivated activity. Under Section 212, individual can deduct expenses if the activity is engaged in for profit and for trade or business activities. So your trade and business activity must be separate from investment activities, because ordinary income and passive income, they tax differently at the individual level. Any expenses related to a hobby, personal expenses are not considered as trade or business expenses, and therefore they are not deductible. If you have a business which is not incorporated or not legally registered with your state, so those business will be reported on Schedule C in your personal income tax return. So if you look at Schedule C gives you a list of expenses that are commonly incurred, and those expenses include advertising, car and truck expenses, and commission. So if you look at this Schedule C, and in Part 2, here's a list of the expenses that commonly happen in most of the business. Here's some example. One is advertising. If you have to pay for a newspaper, pay for social media, pay for any radio station to advertise your business to attract customers, those expenses you pay for qualify as ordinary and necessary. So they are deductible. So for car and truck expenses, if you are Uber driver or you're Lyft driver or you have a trucking company, you need a car, a truck to conduct the business. As long as the car and truck is under the common use for business activities, those expenses qualify as a deduction. Commission you pay for your salespeople, depletion and depreciation on your fixed assets such as office desk, office equipment, or manufacturing equipment, or real estate you purchase for business use, those depreciation can qualify. Employee benefit program, you pay for employee benefit, or insurance, health insurance, malpractice insurance, business commercial liability insurance, interest. Those expenses also considered as ordinary and necessary, and therefore they are qualified for the deduction. Legal expenses, professional expenses, you pay for your lawyer, your accountant, your advisor, those expenses are necessary, also are deductible. Office expenses, pension and profit sharing, rent for your office, repair and maintenance supplies, taxes and license, those expenses are very common in business. Right? Travel, if your business requires you to travel overseas or out of state, those travel expenses could qualify as well. And utility in the office and the wages you pay to employees and many other expenses, as long as they are reasonable, ordinary, and necessary, they are deductible. So right here you don't see telephone. If telephone expenses also used for business, telephone expenses also qualify for the deduction. So don't forget right here, put on one point, don't forget the 20% qualified business income deduction. So if you have a pass-through business or you have a sole proprietor Schedule C income, so the net income the net taxable income will further reduce by 20% before you calculate the tax. So I know this is a really quick section. So if you have any question related to deductible business expenses, please leave a comment below, leave a question below. We will do our best to answer your question. All right, thank you.